Welcome to the final part of the Dark Side story. And here's Shadow looking dramatically at the Earth.
Wait, thanks. Oh wait, that explosion was Sonic.
Yeah.
It's a miracle. I had 6 of them.
I think you're about to get caught, Rouge.
For a moment I thought Michael Bay had some influence on the game and there was just a random explosion.
No, he was only allowed in one day as an intern, and that was when they made Weapons Bed.
You're that government spy, Rouge the Bat, aren't you?
I do like that they've only just clocked on, even though she's been acting quite mysterious through the entire story.
I could say the same thing about you.
It looks like things aren't quite going your way, but since my job was done, I thought it was time to take what's mine and get out of this place.
You are one pathetic creature.
Thank you for saying what we were all thinking.
What about you? Here are the results of the research project.
Oh look, she remembered to fly.
Yeah. Anyway, this is actually quite plot significant. You saw just for a split second there a picture of the bio lizard, and that's the only little notice that we get that exists before the actual fight. And that begs the question: given that the bio lizard is the prototype for Project Shadow, how do you get from giant ass lizard to hedgehog?
Oh god.
Doesn't add up to me. I get
And that
refining your prototypes, making them more streamlined, but
And that went from Alien Devil.
yeah,
Chaos Emerald.
yeah. Actually, where does the bio lizard come into Shadow the Hedgehog the game? Because we're shown as Black
They don't-
Doom directly being the father of Shadow.
And they don't show it.
No,
My memories are not real.
Shadow's brother is the bio lizard.
yeah. So,
Fulfill my promise to move.
but I assume that means that, obviously, that Black Doom is also father of the bio lizard
Well,
itself.
yes.
Yeah.
All I can explain for that is he's half brother to Shadow, and the Black Doom had sex with a Yoshi.
Right. I was thinking that maybe
I
these.
just got to connect saying.
I would just assume that the sperm clinic fucked up. Something went wrong along the lines there.
Yeah, don't go.
Anyway, what do you think of Final Chase?
It's alright, I found the walking up the tubes irritating.
They're my least favourite part of the level, and they're why I prefer Final Rush overall, because they're not technically sound, are they? Sometimes you get to the top and you start kind of clipping a bit, and it's a little bit awkward. Other than that, it's a fun enough level, and I like it as a kind of counter to Sonic's Final Rush, but it just could be better if they were more smooth.
I also hate the fact that the tubes are rotating.
That's annoying too.
It's more intense for feeling of actually falling off.
Yeah, I think that they are trying to make this feel dangerous, and the fact that Shadow can traverse it to kind of play up his character as ultimate life form and whatever. But it's just kind of annoying to play through. Ow. I swear I was going to run into that other one there. I remember this being a particularly bad run of this level, and I can't exactly remember why that was, and I missed the golden beetle. How do you feel about the second half of the game being set entirely in space?
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe, any?
What is there to say? I mean,
Being different, really. It's space. What else is there to say?
Yeah, it gets that feeling. I know why it's all up there, and I kind of like that feeling in terms of the story, because it's like showing progression. It starts off on Earth, then we get more and more space stuff coming in, so it's like progressing outwards. But by the same token, all these arc levels look the same. You know?
pretty much.
It doesn't feel like there's any unique section of the arc.
And to be honest, that's sort of what puts me off these sort of levels, to be honest, that they're looking similar.
Does look cool though, this kind of level though.
Yeah, and I do like the fact that they throw back to this in Shadow the Hedgehog. Because mainly that's because if I squint, I can pretend I'm playing a better game, but still.
Plus all of the chaos clones.
Yeah, the artificial chaos are annoying.
Yeah, they're properly confirmed as that in Shadow, aren't they?
Yeah, I don't know the exact context for their creation, but they are called artificial chaos.
I just remember that bit where you, I saw that bit where you have to get all like 20 of them, like in a room or something, and that's
35.
Yeah, 35.
I dodged
annoying as
that.
fuck.
I dodged that level.
When we do the playthrough of Shadow, I will be showing them levels
I
off.
hate you.
I'm sorry. And bear in mind that my fastest run of the Artificial Chaos level is half an hour. No Sonic level should take half an hour, I'm sorry. It kind of...
Well, it's not really Sonic, it's Shadow, but...
I hate that excuse though, because it's set in the Sonic universe, so... Like, if they'd had it, like... If Sonic wasn't in it, and they just were basing the whole thing around, like, Shadow and the aliens and that, I wouldn't have minded that.
But Sonic's in it on the first level.
Yeah. And that's because they know that if they put Sonic's face on the box, it'll sell 100,000 more copies, won't it? They could have fleshed out Shadow the Hedgehog so much if they kind of deviated it away from Sonic a bit.
When I first saw an advert for Shadow the Hedgehog, I just assumed he was Sonic's evil brother.
Jesus Christ.
I had no clue who Shadow was.
No, he's Grimdark Sonic. I think the thing with Shadow is that he gets away with a lot purely because there weren't that many of these evil recolor design type characters around at the time. Whereas now it's kind of a trope to have a character like this. It kind of, in retrospect, it doesn't look quite as great.
Like Reverse Flash. And like...
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
That's from the Flash TV show and the comics books. It's like a recoloured version of the Flash.
He's
yellow
yellow.
and red.
My original character. Yeah. And I might as well plug this because it'll probably be up by the time we post this part. Me and Stephen were playing Smash earlier. We had one of us as Dark Pit, the other one as Pit. It's entertaining. Especially when you use
Guy,
that...
it made no sense.
Original default.
See, I like using the Dark Pit character, like old costume where he's wearing white so he looks like Pit, making his inclusion feel even more pointless.
So wouldn't he be called White Pit?
Well, yes,
But
but
then Pit also,
like Dark Pit.
but then Pit also has a black alternate costume,
Yeah, and he
which
has...
makes him look like Dark Pit.
Yeah, he has like a costume. That old costume, he has black hair as well, doesn't he?
I think it's a little bit darker, but the only difference is the wings.
Yeah.
What's Dark Pit's cousin? Black Hole. That was
But-
bad.
Yeah, but it's funny pitting them against each other. Eh?
That was worse.
Eh?
I've got to be honest. That was
Yeah.
worse.
Don't worry, if you make a joke, I can make one worse.
Exploded in space.
You know what can I say?
Yeah, his characters interacting with each other again.
So, there's more to you than just
This is merely a light joke for them.
Essentially. They just got this fighting thing to distract them.
Yeah. I love running. Me too! Oh my god!
We should join a running club.
No, we should make our own one.
Just imagine when they're like at the end of it, just like,
Just silver in the
it's just like
background.
half a ventilator.
Silver in the background, just like, can I join? No.
This is going to be another one of them sports club anime, isn't it?
Alright, Shadow. Time for me to finish this.
Silver's the unpopular one who's joined.
You know, 6, because Silver run fast. Can't remember.
No, he could not. Of course he couldn't.
Yeah.
He was on pot at the time.
My god, the versus mode. If you were Silver, you were screwed.
But like, with the whole sports anime thing, there are a lot of like different sports anime out there, aren't there? It just feels like one of the things that people like to write anime about. But yeah, if this was like a sports thing, like a club thing, you know Silver would be that guy they have to invite because they need 4 members. Yeah, we've run out of bullshit given how we've played this level before.
The only sports anime that I've watched really is Hajime no Hippo, which is a boxing anime.
Oh, right. Yeah, because I don't really watch a lot of sports anime. Like, I've watched a bit of Free and that's about it. Did he just homing attack me while I was spinning?
Probably.
What a prick.
Asshole.
No, I have nothing to live for!
Not long to a joke.
Iris.
though.
Iris.
What's that, Joe?
Not long till JoJo now. It's
No.
only 2 months in there.
Yeah, January. Can't fucking wait.
It's cool.
And we'll have even more to digress about in these playthroughs.
Digression for the win.
Yeah. Yeah, I know this second half of this playthrough has been a little bit kind of rambly, but yeah, but like a lot of the stuff we have already covered on the hero side, so I'm not going to moan too much today.
Covered a fair bit about the game.
Yeah, I suppose so. But anyway, there's Sonic down. Now this is the alternate ending that becomes void when you realise there's a last story.
Shouldn't Sonic be dead? Because those things collapse, don't they, after a little while?
No, this is convenient. They stop when we move into a cutscene, Joe.
It's like, oh, cutscene,
So-
let us stop.
Yeah, cutscene, nothing to see.
Yeah. So I think... Actually, is this the canon ending? Because we see the Eclipse cannon... Not the cannon, we see the space station having problems in the last story, but I don't think it's in relation to the canon. So I imagine that means that, like, the hero one's the canon one, but I'm not sure.
Plus, Eggman did grab the Chaos Emerald at the end of the hero story.
Actually, that's the point. So it might have been that the hero one happened first, then this happened.
Yeah, most likely.
Yeah, because he was sort of sneaking off at the end of the hero one, wasn't he?
It's
So
like, I'm still dead. I'm still dead. Don't look.
ignore the fact that I'm going to blow up the Earth.
It's
Oh,
like-
what was that explosion? Oh, did someone let rip? Oh, God. So, what do we think of the Dark Story overall, Joe?
Yeah, it's alright. Bit fillery at parts, I will admit, but don't really see too much of a problem with it, to be honest.
No. Chris?
Yeah, fine. Yeah, good. I don't know what else to say, but yeah.
Alright,
I'd
Steve.
say it's about even with the hero story, because like the hero story tells his levels are a bit dull, but Knuckles' levels are more tolerable than Rouge's. Rouge's are just obnoxious a bit, and Eggman's levels are far better. And Shadow and Sonic's levels are pretty much tied. They're both great.
Yeah, overall, I prefer the hero one. I feel like there's a lot more kind of action shit going on, and there's more Sonic levels than there are Shadow levels, which kind of helps the balance quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I think Shadow kind of got the short end of the stick when it comes to speed levels as well, because you think Radical Highway, like Jungle, them ones, they're okay, but they're not as interesting as the sort of stuff that Sonic gets to run through. And Sonic gets the bounce attack, which is awesome too. Even if they did map it to the same button as the Lightspeed Dash for some reason. Yay for bouncing into bottomless pits! This theme playing, this is Throw It All Away, which is Shadow's theme, performed by Everett Bradley. It's okay in context of Shadow. Not the most interesting song outside of that. This was before they started giving Shadow like the rock and metal type music. This was when they were going for like the angsty, mysterious stuff, so it fits, but I prefer all Hail Shadow type upbeat stuff.
One of the cast members said there was like Cumberbatch on it. Like I was just
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that man's work, but I'm sick of his fucking face. Just through the internet. Just through the internet, keep posting about
Gouge
him.
your fucking eyes
He's
out with it.
okay. He's okay.
I've never watched
you seen
Sherlock.
Sherlock
I think,
yet, Stephen?
past
Nah.
judgment into it.
Why? It's brilliant.
Just haven't.
The ultimate life form.
Now here we have a trailer kind thing for the last story. Which is a neat little touch, I suppose. Because we had one for the Dark Story at the end of the Hero one, and I assume if you beat the Dark one, you get a Hero trailer too.
I like
so
how it blurs out Supersonic. Just
yeah,
to like,
Wow, so
it's
edgy.
like, ooh,
yeah.
this might happen.
It's a Sonic game. We couldn't possibly have Supersonic at the
It's
end,
Sonic.
could we?
It's Sonic. There's Chaos Emeralds. Of course, there's going to be Supersonic.
Yeah.